Hey guys, Antonio here with the Nerd Element. Tonight rather, I'm doing my comic book alley special, and I'm doing it on Forever Evil. This is the DC event that follows after Trinity War, where you had the three Justice Leagues fighting: Justice League Dark, Justice League of America, and the regular Justice League. And at the end, Pandora's box is really a portal to Earth 3, which is where the crime syndicate resides. And that arc ended with the crime syndicate saying this world belongs to us. Now then, we start with Forever Evil issue 1. So in this issue, it doesn't it picks up pretty much right where Trinity War left off. With this one, however, it starts with Lex Luthor, and he's giving like a monologue about how he saved a cat from a tree, and when it scratched him, he just threw it in the river. Like, yeah, so we all know that Lex is cold and all that, and he hates Superman. Well, he's in his helicopter, just talking business, what his threats, and suddenly s- suddenly all the power goes out. There's like this EMP that goes out, and the helicopter goes down. And you see Grid, who has to take Grid. It was the cybernetic parts of Cyborg, and he's pretty much taken over the whole network of everything for the crime syndicate. And they're sending out a message like saying this world is ours, this world is ours. Um, well, eventually, what happens is Nightwing runs into the two of the members of the crime syndicate. He runs into Superwoman and Owlman, who eventually capture him. And Lex Luthor runs into. Well, he doesn't necessarily run into Ultraman, but he sees Ultraman. And what's interesting about Ultraman is that he likes kryptonite rather than, you know, uh, Superman does. And what was really interesting about Ultraman is how he absorbs kryptonite. He actually he snorts it after he melts it with his heat vision, and he goes like, "I'm the strongest," and then he just takes off. And then you have pretty much the fallen Justice League Watchtower, and you have all the villains from the DC universe. You have Batman's villains, Flash's villains, Wonder Woman's villains, the Justice League of America's villains. Just a big mashup of villains. And the Crime Syndicate announces to everybody like this world is ours, and the Justice League is dead. Now, the Crime Syndicate consists of Ultraman's the leader, and then you have Owlman. Oh, you have Owlman, Superwoman, Johnny Quick and Atomica, Deathstorm, and Power Ring, which each are like opposites of all they're opposites of the regular Justice League, save for Superwoman, who is actually Lois Lane from the Earth 3 universe and not really an evil Wonder Woman. Her lasso even works differently. Her lasso is called the lasso of submission, and it pretty much like compels you to do whatever she says. So pretty much they announced like, this world is ours. They revealed Dick Grayson's identity to the world. Um, and they go like, they tell all the villains like you're the strongest, just take whatever you want. Um, just take, you have the power to, everybody else is weak. And also about Ultraman, he doesn't like. Unlike Superman, Ultraman doesn't like the sun. The sun actually, harms him. Like I would say, he's kind of like maybe like vampiric in that sense. So what he does is he takes the moon and he moves it in front of the sun, making a complete total eclipse, which that also has ramifications in itself if you have read the Villains Month tie-ins. And then it ends with Lex Luthor's like, this is a job for Superman, but where is he? And so that was issue number one. That was actually issue number one of Forever Evil, which, starts everything. Then next you have issue number two, which when I went to my Boston trip to visit my sister, I was actually able to get one of the variant covers to the Forever Evil number two. So this one, starts off with, once again, it's Lex Luthor, and he's gone down into LexCorp to find something that will help him defeat the crime syndicate. Well, he finds he runs into a security guard, and that ends his little thing for now. And then, you have the Teen Titans going like, the Justice League. If the Justice League is dead, that means we need to go, to the Watchtower to, stop the crime syndicate and all the crime that's happening. And in the Watchtower, you have the crime syndicate discussing, oh, what should we be doing? And Ultraman's like, we need to be prepared for whatever. And they need to keep the prisoner that they had. They need to keep him sedated because apparently he's really, really dangerous. And Johnny Quick and Atomica are like, we just want to have fun and blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, there's like a lot of stuff going on. Like, I guess they're all into like their own little agendas. Nobody really wants to listen to Ultraman about warnings or anything. Well, what Lex Luthor finds under LexCorp is his Superman clone, which is actually the New 52 Bizarro. And that's what he was after, so he thinks, he needs a Superman, so he, to get away from Bizarro, but he was going to be an exact clone of Superman, but that didn't happen because the power went out, so he's, like, slowly, like, deteriorating and decaying and all that. So Johnny Quick and Atomica are, like terrorizing the army personnel that came to stop them, and that's when the Teen Titans show up. You think, oh cool, the heroes are there, whatever, it's all good. Well, you'll see later that doesn't go over so well. And then you have Lex Luthor. He opens the Bizarro's chamber, and he orders Bizarro to kill the security guard. And, the security guard's not having that, so he tries to kill Bizarro, but he doesn't succeed. Now, back to Johnny Quick and Atomica versus the Teen Titans. Well, Johnny Quick grabs Kid Flash and realizes, that he's not from this time. So he shakes him to reset his, his Speed Force time clock, and pretty much sends the Teen Titans into the future. So them intervening really didn't go over so well. They got kind of outmatched by like one person, pretty much. And this issue ends with, in Star Labs, and somebody's trying to break in, and you have Victor Storm, you have Cyborg's dad, and one of his co-workers, and they're trying to stop whoever, they're, charging up a cannon to stop whoever's coming through, and it turns out to be Batman and Catwoman and the almost dead Cyborg from Trinity War. And Cyborg's father asks, what happened to the Justice League, and Batman, with his cowl like halfway gone, says they didn't make it. And that is the end for, you know, the first two issues of Forever Evil. We're up to issue 6 right now, and there's going to be 7 issues in this event. I'll be putting up more videos for the next 2 to try to catch everybody up before number 7 comes up, and I will be doing I will be including the tie-ins in these. There's dozens, dozens of tie-ins. You have the regular Forever Evil series, and then you have like the Justice League and Justice League of America tie-ins. You have the other Forever Evil tie-ins, Forever Evil Rogues Rebellion, which is about the Flash villains going against the Crime Syndicate. You have Forever Evil Argus, which is pretty much the rest of Argus going against all the villains and trying to figure out where the other Justice Leagues are. And then you have Forever Evil Arkham War, which is all the Batman villains going at each other. It's pretty much Scarecrow's army versus Bane's army. So I'll be discussing those two. And you have the other Forever Evil series, Forever Evil Blight, which is the Justice League Darks little tie-in that stars the Trinity. It has Pandora and Phantom Stranger from the Trinity of Sin, Constantine, and other characters from the Justice League Dark series. And this series is actually within 4 comics. It's the Trinity of Sin Pandora, Trinity of Sin Phantom Stranger, Constantine's comic, and then the main comic, Justice League Dark. So I'll be doing, everything I can to get everybody caught up for the climactic conclusion of the Forever Evil event. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll have the next video up very, very soon. I'm really excited to talk about this. I'm going to try to do comics every Wednesday, because that's, Comic Book Wednesday, guys. Gotta get your comics on Wednesday so you can, discuss it with everybody. And with that, you could also follow me. You can find me on Facebook at Antonio Jones. You can follow me on Twitter at AntonioJ31. And you can find me also on Instagram at Antonio Jones Wolf. And I'm starting to use Instagram a lot more, so you'll be seeing a lot of stuff from me. And with that, thanks for listening to Antonio's Comic Book Alley. And you guys take care, and see you at the next Comic Book Alley.